Hey, Sarah, Cindy, how are you, sweetie? We got the Queen of Windsor and the Princess of Eureka Springs. What we got going on here today? We got them all blocked up, baby. Ooh, what's going on? Hey, Magda. Hey, Smelly Cat. Ooh, falling star. Hello, Diane C. Smelly Cat, Magda. Be back in a second. Want some chicharrones? Huh? Anybody want some chicharrones? Ooh. This phone, what does that mean, this phone? Hey, Magda, hello. How are you? Charles, hello. I'm feeling good. I had my doctor appointment. I put that up on the other channel. The Rosie Murphy channel today, if you're not following, yeah, it's like a pork rind. If you're not following that, you should subscribe to the Rosie Murphy channel, the B channel, because I'm committed to be doing more content, more B content over there. I hope everybody's doing well. Charles, I hope you're well today. It's a lot to talk about today. Let's just say the doctor slowed me down, which was probably a good idea, because, you know, do something stupid like jump in a pool and then get some raging ass infection or something. Hi Dee, hey Michael, how are you? What's going on? Boy, they're doing so many murals around here now. It's amazing. Thank you, Jody, for putting that link up. And how are you doing, sweetie? See you. Ooh. I want to pop over here so you can see the mural that they're working on up here. Look at this one up there. Next to the Towers of Doom. How cool is that? Yeah, I live in a colorful neighborhood. How you doing, Amanda? How are you? Yeah, I'm recovering very quickly. Just enjoying your ride out tonight. Great. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, I guess I could have been on the road tomorrow, but well, I'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. There's a lot of stuff called back, and people are very pissed at me as if I caused the Bitcoin problem, which is ridiculous. And other people want the government to step in and make good on their losses. It's unreal. We'll tear into that today. And I got some chicken thawed. I'm going to throw some chicken on and enjoy that with some barbecue sauce and peas tonight. I'm continuing my keto diet. I will admit today I had a bag of barbecue chips. Delicious. Makes it a rare treat, maybe once every 3 months or so, to have something like that. Hi, Shimei. How are you this evening? Nice to see you. Trick is not what you eat on the road. The trick is what you take to your home to eat. And if you just commit yourself to once in a while, you'll just get something outside to eat it, like a bag of chips or ice cream cone, something like that. I think you're good to go. But it helps to limit. If it ain't there, you don't eat it. Oh, there's Cindy. It's my girl. How you doing, sweetie? How are you doing today? It's kind of my theory. I mean, I'll open the fridge. I'm like, oh, I can have a piece of cheese. The meat's all gone, the salami, the stuff like that. So I will be, Bobby and I will be at the Boss of Janet and Janice for the 4th of July. I'm going to have to work on that Sunday, because I owed somebody a swap day with me, and since I'm not going to Vegas, I'm going to have to make good on that day. But I will enjoy the shenanigans with the Boss and Janet on 4th of July. We'll have a good time. Goat head. Yeah, so we'll have a good time over there. So I've got a lot of stuff to talk about today before we get to the main event, which is how much somebody can influence a market, the most ridiculous stuff you'd ever want to hear of. Right, Sebastian? Let's get parked over here today. Oh, it's nice out. It's 74 degrees right now. Love it, love it, love it. Keep calm and goat head. Exactly. All right. So let's flip this around and officially welcome. I'm really doing good, Haunted. It's a good day today. I did an update on the Rosie Murphy channel, my doctor visit today, and I asked the doctor quite frankly, and you know, anybody wants to write me, I'll let you know the name of the doctor and the contact information. In my opinion, he's award-winning for a reason. He's the best one in, I think, in the whole Bay Area. And I've been very blessed with him for over 5 years. Do you think you can move a market? Let's have a lot of, oh my God, it's crazy. Hey, Beatles. People are hurting and they want to lash out at people, okay? And I don't have any skin in the game. All right, my crypto career was measured in buying Shiba Inu and then sitting on that for a week and a half and selling out, and now it's plunged again. Okay, I did a little bit of a trade there. That's my whole crypto career. All right, thank you, Diane. Glad you're doing good too. We going got to choose. Yes, we will. So we're gonna work it out. We're definitely gonna work it out. Definitely be working it out sooner than you know too. Hurt people, exactly. Exactly. Don't take it out on me. I had to remove multiple comments from this person. And hater emails and all that kind of stuff. Look, don't blame the players, blame the game, right? That's all I got to say. All right, hey Sister Earth, how are you? Good to see you. Let's tear into a couple things. I saw my doctor today, and I'm going to be straight up with my doctor. He's wonderful. I tell you, like to go down to Vegas. Thinking about going down to Vegas, and it's like, he's like, and then I thought, it's, I thought if it gets hot, I'll jump in the pool. Holy smokes, no way. And my suture lines are really fine. I mean, I'll show you in a day or two. It's really, it's virtually invisible. The quality of work is so much. But he says, nah. So a couple things are going to happen. Take me with you. There you go, Tina. I'm looking for a new princess / queen / empress / dictator of the rancho. What's the big deal about Vegas? Friends and good times. That's the big deal about Vegas. Everybody has their touchstone of fun, Kit and Kat. Mine happens to be down there because it's always a city in transition and there's always interesting stuff from a people watching point of view. That's as succinctly as I can put that on there. What Asian countries did I go to? Taiwan, China, Philippines, you name it, okay? And how you doing, Hakeem? Nice to see you. So I decided to hold off, which means a couple good things happen. Number one, I'm here for my stuff to be delivered to me. That's number one. So I will be home, so I don't have to worry about a package thief stealing my shit. Make sure you don't get hernia. Yeah, because in this neighborhood I got to worry about package thieves and all that stuff. So that's number one. I'll be around. Number two, I'll be able to spend the 4th of July with the boss and Janet and Bobby. That'll be fun. That'll be number two. And number three, I'll be able to do some canning of the peaches, some picking and canning of the peaches. I was a little worried by the time I got back from Vegas they might be falling off the tree, so that's going to be done. Processing all that should be a very interesting operation. Don't strain your milk sack. Exactly. New York City package thieves will now be shot. Well, I don't know if you saw my community post about Chicago today that more and more people are leaving town. John Deere Corporation is leaving the suburb of Chicago. They went to Texas. Citadel Corporation is leaving Chicago. So you have a downward spiral that's going to be worsening with no end in sight. There's nothing to turn it. I don't got anything against Lori Lightfoot, but she's clearly overmatched. She's not understanding how business is the driver of every city. Okay, but we'll tear into that in a minute. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. And number two, once you get past the 4th of July until September into October, Vegas is dirt cheap. It's half the price. If I went this weekend, if I wait a couple weeks to go, then it's going to be half price to go down there. Half price. So it's going to be a good deal all the way around. Now the weather's hot, it's treacherous, but I don't really give a damn. I function well in hot temperatures. I don't like cold. I don't like cold weather or cold temperatures at all. I.e., I'm wearing a sweatshirt on June 29th or whatever. Let's see what else is going on. So I'm going to be doing the picking and the canning. That's going to be exciting for the first time ever. Of course, I'll do videos about that process. I'm also expecting parts for the vintage Magnavox console. They should be coming in the next day or two. So I should be able to wrap up that project and get the restoration complete on that. I'm looking forward to that too. So a lot of good stuff's coming up while I'm here, and then we'll do metal detecting and some choo-choo. Some people would say with every company leave, there's always another to take its place, like a black-owned business. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But are they on the scale of a Boeing or a Citadel Corporation? I'm all in favor of supporting a local business, and I don't care what color it is. If something fascinates me in a shop or I'm in a neighborhood, I support local businesses. My local hardware store, True Values, Mexican owned. I go to Vegas. I'm dropping money at the Ethiopian food store because I don't give it. I don't care. But I do realize the scale of what's leaving is not matched by the scale of what might be coming in. Okay. In other words, are you going to be opening a manufacturing plant in Chicago, or Morton Grove, or Skokie, or some of the Morris, Illinois, some of the environments? How you doing, Kim? Yeah, that little hardware store is really nice. How you doing, Vern? So I'm all in favor of neighborhood business. I don't give a shit what color the people are that own it. I would guess 90% of my local business is spent in ethnically diverse businesses here in my neighborhood and stuff. So I'm happy. I just see things as convenience and support. It's rare that I go to a big box store and drop some money unless it's a specialty item or I need huge quantities or something like that. It might break the bank. So that updates you on what's going on that. I've got Janet's birthday's coming up on the 2nd. I'm a little upset because I'm waiting for something to arrive that was supposed to come yesterday. It's not arrived, so it's going to delay. I'm going to have to go down the 4th and present her birthday present. Her birthday is July 2nd, and I'd like to take care of Janet. The boss went fishing today. He got his 2 big salmon. From what I've heard, it was a good day for him. Akeem, England, Holland, France, and Belgium are the four countries that I visited in Europe. That's 4. Okay, that's the 4 that I visited. How you doing, Donnie? And I enjoyed it very much. Paris, we're talking about the 1970s. I don't remember a hell of a lot about it. Okay. Would I like to go to France again? Would I like to go to Paris? I spent a ton of time in London. I don't need to see London again. But, other places, yes, I would. I would enjoy that very much. I'd like to go back to Asia. How you doing, Tom? How are you? And restrictions are kind of easing, which is a good thing as far as travel is concerned. But monkeypox cases continue to grow in the nation, and we're just, come August, we know that the COVID's going to start ramping up again. So it's something to keep an eye on. My cat that ran away was doing fine since coming back. 2 months on the lam. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine your cat's gone for 2 months and it suddenly appears again? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? 2 months? What the hell was that thing eating and drinking? Yeah, they're already going back up. So be aware against the strains that are popping up and becoming predominant. There's really nothing in the current vaccine for that, and it'll be in the fall booster. Astrodon, your project in the future. Who in the hell's Astrodon? Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Yeah, 2 months. Can you imagine that the cat's gone 2 months and suddenly reappears? I'd be going to church and lighting a few candles and saying, wow, I do believe in miracles. 2 months in a cat is like a lifetime, right? I mean, it's amazing. Because they still haven't found in the local neighborhood, Felipe, the Chihuahua, is still missing. I don't know, I guess somebody nabbed Felipe, and still haven't, we've had it for years, people get it's called some kind of, I don't know, Donnie. I've never gotten into the politics of it. I've just always been a believer in virology, immunology, and that science, so I don't expect that's ever going to change in my mind. I've sailed through the pandemic without getting nailed, so I guess that's kind of lucky too. But we're just lucky 2.5 years in that we haven't had a variant that turns very nasty. Like in 1918, it took people out in droves. In September, October, November of 2018. We're lucky. Madam X, how are you doing? How you doing? So I'm going to continue to have every booster that they offer personal choice, right? So looking forward to that. I know in other news, there's a petition circulating to impeach Clarence Thomas or expand the Supreme Court. So the splitting of America continues at a very rapid pace, and people have lost the ability to live with decisions made from authority these days. How many will there be, Rosie? I don't know. I have no idea. I think I got my last shot in April. So I imagine by October, November, when I get my seasonal flu shot anyway, it'll probably be a combination shot at that particular time. I'm not sure how many it's going to be. I have no idea. I mean, I've seen her again. Wow, it's just really amazing. So, yep, Sweden and Finland officially joined NATO, and there's some pretty fierce countries right there. They ain't to be trifled with. You're living and didn't have running water, no toilets, no whatever, different from apples and oranges. You're living in I don't know what that means, but we're living in the world that we live in. People are just spoiled bitches. That's what I'm saying. I got somebody teed off on me about Bitcoin, which I'll tear into in a little while, and the trials and tribulations of that is another Three Arrows Capital's liquidating now, so you're not going to get your money back from them, and just added to the fleet of companies that you're not going to see your money, okay? To the virologist, absolutely. That's what I've been around the medical world long enough to know who I trust and who I believe in. But your mileage may vary. And I've always supported people's right to do as you see fit and let your conscience be your guide. But, obviously this thing is going to be with us a long time. Too many baby makers out there, too many baby daddies. Oh, they got to give your legs crossed. You'll never get pregnant. Norway's been a long time member because they were an overrun country. Russia would not ever dare make a move. Would never dare make a move on Sweden or Finland. It would never happen. Too many ways not to get. Yeah, well, I'm not on that, Donnie, but that's the last thing people want to hear is keep your legs closed or be a little picky about who you lay down with. Might help advance the species a little bit, not to be with a lowlife, but who am I to judge? you know. Now you start getting into the domain of Thomas Sowell, right? Right? How do you feel about mandates? I don't know. How do you feel about them? You know, I've left everything to people's personal. I wouldn't be resisted joining all this. Yeah, it's a new world now. Yeah, Sowell, Soul, whatever the hell his name is. You know, he believed that women are the guardians of advancement of society. If you're picky about who you lay down with, it helps advance society. If you lay down with lowlifes and thugs, then we get what we get. So, okay, kit and cat, it's, you know my point. I can tell you what to do, but if you're going to live and make a life, none said to hold an aspirin. Really? Hey, how you doing, Pocket Change? What's up? Thomas Sowell is brilliant. Well, mileage varies, but generally, if you're a person that goes against the popular culture or whatever, you will be singled out. You will be marginalized and called a radical for whatever reasons. But as I've said, I've always upheld people's own right to decide for themselves about things. The government is going to have their own Bitcoin that's going to crash all the coins coming in. You know, this one stupid company, I can't remember the name of it, today said, well, we're not going to be paying people right now because the guy who's called Jesus of Bitcoin, I can't remember his name is, some guy, owes $47 million and he hasn't paid it. So what do they want to do? They want to issue some VDC coin, some crappy little cryptocurrency. And they're going to give you 20% interest on while you hold it. I mean, shit. It's like you've already gotten your ass torn off by a dog and now you're going to jump back in the arena again and hope that you have a different outcome. Are you kidding me? Right? Are you kidding me? Right? You've already got your ass shredded. And now you're going to give people more of the hair of the dog that bit them with another coin and promise people 20% interest. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, you can't delete your Robinhood account. It's unbelievable what is going on, and we're talking about it $1 trillion, which is a considerable amount of money. Here, Roger Ver, thank you, Just Jen. What do they call him? The crypto Jesus or something? I mean, it's just every day the story gets more and more screwed up. And I got people get mad at me because I talk about crypto and I talk about Bitcoin and I finally take a look at it and I give some opinions on it, and you see the shenanigans that's going on, right? Rewind, yeah, look at what's going on and then tell me weird. Would you be mad if Bitcoin regained its losses at some point? Would I be mad? No, I wouldn't. I would have no reason to be mad. I would just have to say I never said Bitcoin's going to zero anyway. I said the crypto coins have nothing. There is a finite amount of Bitcoin to be mined, but if it comes to the point where the market seize up because of regulatory friction and other things, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to sour people on the idea of Bitcoin. And right now, there's too many people that see a coin worth $20,000 that want to get out of it. All right, that's a lot of capital. So every day, you have people selling their Bitcoin. All right, hundreds at a time. And then you got Michael Saylor of MSTR Corporation, who's in there trying to buy it to support the company, the Bitcoin, so his company doesn't go belly up. All right. And as I did a 15-second TikTok today, supporting a market never works. A market has to seek its own level. Are you going to be mad if Bitcoin goes to virtually nothing, Kit Kat? That's an alternative question. Because you need people to play the game, and you need an ever-increasing number of people to play the game. And as you take more money out of people's hands with losses not only in Bitcoin, but in technology and in other areas, you have less free capital and less inclination to take a risk. So you're, little by little, you're removing your base of potential buyers. Okay? If a person bought at $50,000 and they sold at $20,000, they're going to be a little bitter. They're going to lick their wounds and say, that was the worst, stupidest thing I ever did in my life. The chances of them having the balls and the guts to return to that arena in some point would be flying in the face of history when people get burned. Yeah, you might as well have just made your own Magda coin with Emma Goldberg on one side, right? And, the hammer and sickle on the other. I was in hospital with a double stroke. Oh, shit, Russ. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry to hear that. I saw some fake goods go, oh, God. People are just so gullible. But now we got people claiming that they should be reimbursed by the government because the government should have been in there regulating this industry, and people have lost a ton. Yeah, I'll take $20 worth of Magda coin, right? The problem with gold, it weighs too much. Well, I'll take it. I'll worry about the weight. How about that? Basics and probably be, and that seems to fit in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a bit different because it's the sun which the crypto universe circles. And as I said before, you're not going to get your money out of these exchanges, okay? Because they know if they open the exchange, it's going to be a one-way trade. Never read the fine print. Yeah, fools never read the fine print. All the action's going to be one-sided. I.e., who would ever buy a limitless coin? I mean, a meme coin. So enjoys. Yeah, there's some institutional adoption there, but even the institutions have been terribly burned. El Salvador has been continues to be racked with losses on their Bitcoin, which has been cut in half basically from where they bought it. So it's, the whole country pays the price for that kind of nonsense. So I can get money back for my knuckle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Moose Knuckle. I mean, what the hell? Crybabies. It's what I told you about the socialization of losses and the privatization of profits. In other words, these people that enjoyed the run-up, the weekends in Vegas, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the $1,000 bottle service at the clubs in Las Vegas, they're not sharing that with society. They're not sharing that, right? But when it comes to loss, they want us all to buy in on that. All of us to buy in on that stuff. And for society to take on those losses. Because according to them, to bail out the industry only takes $750 billion. $750 billion. We can just close up the game, make everybody good, throw it on the debt pile of the United States. Yeah, but Kit and Kat, we're in a different world now. We're in a world where money is becoming scarcer, where confidence is being tested here, where people's risk-taking ability is being diminished. It's being blunted here. When things start to go down, courage evaporates very quickly, and it takes a very courageous, or stupid person to step into that situation and buy. How do you turn that psychology around? It takes a long time to rebuild that. You have to flush out a whole generation of people that have been burned, that have sworn off these cryptos and said, I'm never coming back to this again. Copycat Bernie made it. Well, a lot of them are being exposed now. Okay. But the level of desperation that you would tell people, hey, I'm going to give you 20% on your money with this little, just put your money into this little coin and we'll give you 20% interest. I mean, that's worse than my pawn shop. Okay? That's worse than the vig you're paying down the street. Are you kidding me? You're going to be able to pay that? Anybody with an ounce of sense knows that it's an impossible feat, and it's a joke, and it's insulting, right? To having sheared people once, now you're just going to finish the job, right? So when I tell somebody that, I'm the bad person, right? Oh, I can't wait to take that deal. 20% interest. See if you ever get a 20% payout on that. Okay? I'll give you $1,000 if you ever get a dime out of the thing. Yeah, like digital loan sharking is horrible. And it's totally unregulated. It has no regulation by the comptroller of the currency. It's got no regulation by the Treasury Department, zero regulation by the Department of Commerce, zero regulation by the Internal Revenue Service, zero regulation by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. How about that? Stupid person had no knowledge of the consequences of their actions. It's almost an insult. Hey, Mouse Toes. That's right, Jen. Just Jen. It's an insult to wave this in front of people. You think this guy's going to come up with $47 million right? This supposed Veer, whatever the hell his name is going to fork in $47 million? That's a lot of Lamborghinis, man. Really? So, I like Kitten Katz. She made me think a lot about Bitcoin and segregate my thinking, which I haven't really come to a conclusion about yet. But the other stuff is just crap. Trading, I'm holding very little. Yeah, I mean, I'll trade stuff. But as far as a commitment to... no, because it's too ill-defined. There's other nations like China that want their own cryptocurrency, and the United States wants to develop everything. Yep, Wednesday night market. We'll go over there later. Bitcoin is, I have no idea, Magda. They claim he borrowed or had the equivalent value of $47 million. So this kind of stuff and then you look at the fallout, and that's what I've started to look at, Kitten Cat. Look at the price of NVIDIA stock. Look at the price of advanced micro devices, and suddenly it becomes clear to me that a lot of this crypto industry was built on the back of the tech industry, or the tech industry was like a leech riding the back of the crypto. People tell me for a couple years you couldn't even get a graphics card because they were all being sucked up by crypto mining, Bitcoin mining operations, Ethereum mining operations. And I thought to myself, wow, I never even thought that when Bitcoin started to come unhinged, it was so much of the tech industry was built on feeding this $1 trillion market. What's the agricultural output of the United States in a year? What's the revenue of what's the combined, value of the oil industry. I mean, we're talking about huge stuff here, right? So now NVIDIA is suddenly cut in half. Now everybody's got graphics cards coming out of the wazoo, mining Bitcoin. Everybody's getting ready. Their crypto mining containers filled with computer after computer after computer. Moose Knuckle, in the simplest terms that I can say, Bitcoin is an idea that has been contradictory. Because man's propensity to organize has been a lot of the undoing of it. And let me start at the beginning. The idea of Bitcoin was that you have a decentralized store of value that governments can't touch, corporations can't influence, and individuals can't. And it's beyond all that, right? You are only digits on a screen. Digits on the screen, that's it. You have a crypto password, and that unlocks your cryptocurrency. Now the theory was that there would be a limited amount of these crypto bitcoins, a limited amount of bitcoins that would be mined, and you had to go through a complex calculation requiring a lot of computing power to mine a bitcoin. Now, I don't know about the engineering and software aspects of doing that, but I know a couple things. It takes a tremendous amount of power. It takes a tremendous amount of computing power. Okay? And it takes a bit of a degree of skill to set up these operations. And people filled entire warehouses with computers. Rack after rack after rack after rack. With computers mining away, crunching a calculation to produce a Bitcoin. You do a certain amount of calculations, it produces one Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin started to go up, they encrypt a new block, but at the end of it all, there's supposed to be a finite number, and once the last Bitcoin is mined, that's it. There'll be no more created, and then that Bitcoin's value will fluctuate with supply and demand. So where did it go wrong? On an idea that went from $5 up to $60,000 for a Bitcoin. And now we've been chopped by 2/3. Where did it go wrong? It went wrong because people started to realize there was money to be made not only selling picks and shovels to the miners, in other words, computer gear like NVIDIA, VGA graphics cards and things like that. But it also went wrong because in direct contrast to the stated goal of Bitcoin, people started to develop organized platforms. So instead of decentralized crypto Bitcoin, companies like Coinbase, Crypto.com came along and they said, hey, you know what? Instead of having a crypto wallet where you might forget your past, you might forget your crypto, put your crypto with us. Okay, we're a central marketplace. We promise we trade 24/7, around the clock. Okay, you will always be able to have access to your Bitcoin. You won't have to worry about your password like that poor bastard that had, 3,000 Bitcoins and he forgot his password, or 100 million of Bitcoin or whatever. What did that do? It started to centralize what was supposed to be a decentralized product. And these crypto wallet companies like Crypto.com, Coinbase.com started to have a lot of people come in that kept their crypto in their Bitcoin in those wallets. Okay, so it started to centralize what was supposed to be a decentralized, with no central place that nobody would have a control over it. Number two, And these companies made a fortune, by the way. Crypto.com put their fucking name, pardon my language, on the forum down in LA. They paid some ungodly sum of money, $600 million, to get the naming rights for the forum where the Lakers play down in LA. And they put $100 million into Super Bowl commercials. Okay? So that's your very first basic problem right there. All right? Centralization of a decentralized aspect. Number two, as far as I can see, the second way that they went wrong is when somebody comes up with a great idea, and only time will tell whether Bitcoin was a great idea or not. When somebody comes up with a good idea, what happens? You have imitators spring up. Okay? And they say, oh, I'm going to create a coin called Ethereum, and we're going to do Ethereum mining just like Bitcoin. So if you didn't get into the first deal with Bitcoin, you got a chance to hit the reset button here and get in with this coin. Okay? There'll be a limited number of Ethereum. How you doing, D? Then other people got in and said, there's no there, so why don't we just make our own coin? We'll do our own cryptocurrency. And all of a sudden there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other cryptocurrencies. And what did they do? That universe of that solar system of hundreds of cryptocurrencies was like a bloodsucker that drew potential buying away from Bitcoin because of the leverage aspects, because you could put $1,000 in and get 100 million Shiba Inu coins. Right? You get a lot more leverage than buying 1/10 of one Bitcoin or something, one 1/100th of one Bitcoin. So it started to dent the purchasing power of people who would have gotten involved in Bitcoin. And it destroyed this whole class of speculators because it's unclear to me that any of these crypto coins are going to be worth anything when it's all said and done. True, Kit and Cat, Bitcoin may stand alone at the end, but the ability of that coin to undergo a bull market that it underwent is going to be seriously challenged. Thank you, Blue Jeans. It's going to be seriously challenged by the reduction of available investment capital in the world and an investment psychology that's been terribly dented by the losses that have already occurred in more stable assets. Shares of corporations and things like that. I'm appalled now at looking at the tech stocks and seeing now what really supported a lot of these companies was the growth of the crypto universe. And these tech companies feasted on the back of that, and now people are selling their Bitcoin mining gear. They're going bankrupt left and right. These little crypto coins people can't get their money at. It leaves a bad psychological taste in people's mouth. There's the problem. That psychology takes a long time for that bad taste to work out of the mouth. It takes a generation of people. Because when you ask people in the neighborhood, hey man, are you still trading cryptos? You were doing great. Why was the tow truck taking your Mercedes AWG away? AMG, whatever the hell it is. Oh man, that was like a scam thing. I got screwed. Never touching that shit again. Are you kidding me? I got my ass handed to me. I was worth $10 million on paper. Now I can't even access the $8,000 that I supposedly have left. Okay? Investor psychology takes a long time to rebuild. When you get a broken leg, you don't immediately 2 weeks later start running again. Hey, Song Wong, it takes a rehabilitative period. It takes people to forget the bitter memory of what they once had. Yeah, the AWG, thank you. It wasn't until 1958 that the Dow Jones Industrial Average passed its peak of 1929. All those years later, almost a generation and a half, because when that generation came of age during World War II and other times, they had such a bad idea about investing in the stock market. It's like, oh, that's a fucking casino, that's a gamble, it's a racket. Right? You had to get over that long memory where if I asked the average person what happened in 1929 today, the average person would say, I don't know. Did you ever hear of the crash of 29? I don't know. Is it maybe, I might have heard something in a history book about it. You lose your memory. And a whole nother generation comes along and they convince themselves we're smarter and it's different this time and we'll do it the right way. And well, human nature never changes. Most of the people that got involved in crypto got in within the last year when it was hitting all-time highs. They were the ones that got their asses handed to them. This guy Veer and other people bailed out with their money and left people holding the bag. So, to examine the risk and benefit, explore digital versions of the dollar. Yeah, that's kind of a myth cast. The suicide rate in 1929-30 was no higher than at any time in another era of the 1920s. It ticked up when the banks started to fail in the early 1930s. Because only 5% of the people were involved in the market. But 90% of the people had bank accounts. And their banks failed. And there was no FDIC insurance. So the suicide rate spiked as a result of losing that money. All right? I mean, that's my understanding of it. But to expect Bitcoin, I can look at it now. And I can tell you what's going on today. As it sits at $20,000, holding on for dear life, is that you have a group of insiders with some capital that are working very hard right now and buying like crazy to try to keep that price of Bitcoin supported. Because if they know if that thing crashes to $10,000 or $5,000 or $500 per Bitcoin, the economic ramifications to shitloads of people are going to be severe. So they're trying to put a floor under it. But meanwhile, the rest of the investment world is coming to grips with a recession. Okay? Their mood to take on risk is shrinking by the day. Their willingness to take a chance, take a flyer on crypto is declining. Because they're worried about food inflation. They're worried about covering their rent costs. They're worried about personal safety on the streets. Right? They're worried about a very split society here, and red versus blue, conservative versus liberal. They've got a lot of things on their mind that weren't there 3 years ago. So the people's ability to take on risk is dropping radically here. How do they support when there's no real foundation? Well, that's what I'm saying, Moose Knuckle. When they understand it, it's a futile thing to try to support something. The Japanese have been trying to support. They've spent hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars trying to support the Japanese economy by monetizing debt. But the reality is Japan faces the headwinds of China and now India. You can't create prosperity. You can't hang on for dear life and hope one day that shit's going to change. So, right, some of these people have hundreds of millions. You have MSTR Corporation, MTSR, whatever the hell it is, Michael Saylor. The guy that invested his free cash from the corporation into buying Bitcoin and borrowed money to buy more. It just came out that he bought $10 million more of Bitcoin. Yeah, that's right. Privatized profits and socialized losses. Exactly. Eventually, the money runs out. The mood of taking risks continues to sour. Now you have a situation where people need to sell the Bitcoin to pay their rent. They lost their high-tech job producing picks and shovels for the Bitcoin and crypto industry. What do they got to do now? Well, I'm going to sell this Bitcoin while it still has some value. They're not thinking about doubling up. They're not thinking about buying more. They're thinking, as many people will in the equity markets coming up, that I've got to get out while there's something there. The psychology, in other words, the psychology is all wrong. The psychology can't support a zoom and a zoom to the top again. It's just not there. So when I explained that to somebody and wrote down today, they just get all pissed. Well, the government owes it to reimburse my money because they should have never let the idea of a cryptocurrency come to these shores. South Korea immediately made the decision, no Bitcoin. China made the decision, no Bitcoin. India outlawed Bitcoin. And we see in hindsight that that was probably a pretty good idea on their part to do so. And then you had followers like El Salvador put, $80 million into it and lose half of it from, one of the poorest countries on earth. That's just my take. Your mileage may vary, but you tell me that the investment climate today is as good as it was a year ago. Some people thought they could make a living flipping NFT, non-fungible tokens. Art drawings like the Bored Ape. One person has a good idea, and then you have 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people, creating non-fungible tokens, hoping that the sucker will bid it up. How is that different than a casino? Right? To me, it's exactly the same. When shit's going good, you're having a good time. Yeah, I'll take another drink. You're on a good run. But when shit goes bad, it goes bad. Run up college bills. Yeah, somebody else needs to pay it. Exactly, Michael. This one guy today was whining on a video that I'm paying this much a month I'm paying the minimum for the loan, but the interest is 6.38%. And I'm just praying for the day when this gets removed from me. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, and the guy's got a degree in sociology and he's sitting in mom's kitchen, right? And I'm thinking to myself, dude, why should society socialize that decision that you made with bearing the burden of your poor decision making? This is the problem I have with this nation. Bailout nation. Nobody wants to pay the price for bad decisions. The Federal Reserve didn't want Bank of America, didn't want Countrywide Credit, didn't want Washington Mutual, didn't want Wells Fargo, Citibank, JP Morgan to pay the price for stupid loans, or the Federal National Mortgage Association, or Freddie Mac. So everybody had to eat it. So as a result, nobody gets punished, nobody's out of a job. And the signal goes out to people, hey, you can do whatever the hell you want because Uncle Sammy will bail your ass out. So we make worse and worse decisions. We make piss poor decisions because we don't have to worry about the wolf at the door. Too big to fail bailout. Today's answer to what happened with the bankers controlling the market. Yeah. I'm doing on TikTok, I just started a series on the Federal Reserve and why the Federal Reserve came into being and how the mandate of the Federal Reserve changed. It's probably going to end up being about a 5-part series. Just like baseball cards used to be worth a lot of money. It's only worth what someone's willing to pay for. To look at your NFT of your Bored Ape and say, this is what I'm going to pay for. Hey, I like that. It's a piece of art. It's a gift. You know, it's a photograph that anybody can right-click and copy, but you say, well, but I got the original, like the Mona Lisa. Well, I'm sure at the depths of a terrible depression that the value of the Mona Lisa would collapse a great deal. Okay, even as it sits in the Louvre. I do not want to bail out Bitcoin. Well, right now the cryptocurrencies are what's on the table. Because according to some people, we have a generation of young people that have been scarred by the casino experience of cryptocurrency trading. And how exactly is that my problem? Yeah, but Magda, it gets a panache of, it gets a cachet of, well, it's great because it's Leonardo da Vinci painted it, like the Last Supper. I'm not one to determine value. That painting is worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it at the moment, just like Renoir's Impressionist paintings, Afternoon in Paris or whatever, or Van Gogh's Starry Night. It's subjective. If you ever saw the movie Citizen Kane, which was Orson Welles' masterpiece of the whole trajectory of poor kid, orphan, whatever, living a shitty life, suddenly discovers that he's worth a fortune, builds an empire, and then has it crumble around him. 3/4 of the way through that movie, the Great Depression hit. And he was closing down, hey Brenda, he was closing down newspapers in towns left, right, and center. And all he was really left with was that all that art that he had accumulated. And God knows what the value was at that particular point in time. My point is, it's very hard to maintain wealth over time because wealth generation is not passed in the genes. What's the old saying? Rags to riches to rags in 2 generations or something. In other words, whatever fortune you had, by the time your grandkids get it, it'll be pissed away and dissipated anyway, because they'll be trading crypto, right? Or doing NFTs. I guess I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass. NFTs are the future of art and are here to stay and will only grow. Ready Player One movie is just around the corner. Well, Ronan, we shall see. We shall see. In my opinion, NFTs will be at the whim of disposable income, just like stocks. Hang on, crypto. Wait, how you doing, Deb? Well, what do you think of my thoughts on it, Deb. You know what worth every penny in that ABBA concert. Yeah. Magda loves those palm trees. There is something in the air, my friend. To say NFTs are the future is to say cryptocurrency is the future. What's the difference? I might be gone from rags to riches. Yeah. What's the difference? What makes an NFT special? What makes it special is the same as what makes a cryptocurrency special. The willingness of somebody to pay for it. Now, that's not to say that somebody can't strike it good with a design or something that people like. And it drives up the value, but the number of people dabbling with NFTs now is collapsing. Because the market around them is collapsing, because disposable income is drying up and risk-taking is drying up. Exclusivity makes NFT special. It doesn't make it special when you can right click on it and copy it. Okay? There's your basic problem. Anybody can put that NFT like a lithograph on the wall of Starry Night. And the value of Starry Night fluctuates with world economics and the purchasing power that people have. Exclusivity supposedly makes Bitcoin special. It supposedly makes a share of Tesla special. And we see now that there's less and less people saying, there's more people saying the emperor has no clothes when it comes to that particular place. Think about the average animal to get on a plane, go again, but cryptos are easily accessible. Yeah, well, the young people accessed them and they got burned. Think about that. Above 35 years old, no market. No interest. Zero interest. Is an image you can license, that you can make some money, yes. But how many people will? How many people will be great at baseball? How many people will make it to the major leagues? Many are called, few are chosen. It doesn't matter. Tell me where the NFTs are doing well now, Ronan. Show me that the NFT has been spared the agony of the crypto market. And I'll tell you that an NFT is no different than a cryptocurrency, because at the end of the day, there's nothing there except a willingness for the next person to pay the price that you're asking or to go to auction. Never got very interested. It doesn't matter. Nobody liked the automobile. The automobile has utility. A piece of art, as you call it, an NFT, is the ultimate discretionary purchase. Right? Transportation is not discretionary. You need to get around. You don't need to buy an NFT. And let me tell you, as time goes by and more young people are booted out of their jobs, the last thing that they're going to be interested in is getting involved with NFTs when that market has been killed. They're not flourishing. No, your opinion is based on incorrect facts. You can find nothing to prove that the NFT market is flourishing at this point in time. If nothing else, it's contracting at the speed of light right now. Okay? An NFT is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it, and that ability to pay is based on discretionary income. That's it. Remove people's discretionary income and you you reduce the base of potential purchasers. You inhibit the liquidity and it goes down, down, down. So, there's my thought on why NFTs are on the same disastrous plane as cryptocurrencies, because they're a luxury in a market where utility is holding sway. where people aren't going to give a damn. Hey, how you doing, Vicky? Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was destroyed in one. Okay, ask Nero. So we'll have a disagreement on that, and that's fine. I mean, all markets interrelate. There's no market that escapes the mood and psychology of the times. How are you doing, Vicky? But as usual, people are certainly welcome to express their opinions on here. Yeah, I don't know if he played continuously, but I don't know. Hence the birth of the fire department. Wait, what a beautiful night. What's the temperature? 69 degrees. Can you believe it? 69. Everything we express here is opinion. How many times is Bitcoin going to get hit and run over and then pull the trend down? It will take for people to realize it's not going away. Well, like I say, Ron, and the beauty of the future is we'll know the answer to that. We'll know the utility of it. We'll also know now that as a result of the dramatic drop that Bitcoin has taken and the cryptocurrencies, regulators will now get a hold of it, as they will eventually get a hold of the NFT market, which is unregulated, and they will exert control over that. Thus, the ease and liquidity will be further impinged by the need to register, the need to the cost of offering brochures on the part of companies to bring out cryptocurrencies, because now Gary Gensler, the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, said Bitcoin's a commodity, cryptocurrencies are a security, and they will be regulated. They should be regulated. Oh, it's not decentralized, Ron, and the death of Bitcoin was the centralization of it. Okay? If Bitcoin was a honey badger, it wouldn't have gone down at all. It would have maintained its stability, and it would not ever have a downward move. You tell me, if this thing is a honey badger, why did the honey badger get cut to 2/3 of its size? If, as you say, that it's a honey badger and there's only one way to go, then the price should have never buckled in the face of what was going on around it. But now it has a perfect correlation to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? We're not talking about stocks. I hold no currency. I'd light no candles for the stock market. I've said repeatedly, a year ago, beware, because the stock market is priced the highest it's ever been in the history of the world. Do you think that was an advocating to buy stocks? Bitcoin cycles, why would it? Why would it cycle? If it's such a great thing, why would it ever drop back, much less 2/3? If it's such a great value, why wouldn't people be buying the hell out of it and driving it back upward? Because liquidity is drying up. People's need for money for other purposes is now holding sway. It was an interesting idea whose time is come and gone. Will it have some future value? It may. It may. But I hold no coin, but you're telling me that Bitcoin, by its decentralization, who would sell it? I can find a lot of people that would sell stocks because it's centralized. But why would anybody sell Bitcoin? No answer. It's a market of supply and demand like anything else. And now we've hit the point where the ability to buy it is being hindered. The interest in corporations buying it is being blunted. Major banks are now looking at it and saying, what the hell did we get involved in? Once you start to lose the Citibanks, the JP Morgans, as a disaster unfolds, which it'll continue to unfold in my opinion, there will be less and less institutional appetite to be involved in something that is that volatile and undependable. How do you plan your business around the whims of a cryptocurrency? It's bad enough we have a dollar that fluctuates. It's bad enough we have inflation. Now we're going to introduce a volatile medium of exchange on top of that? Wait for the fallout, then buy. Well, what do you think has been happening, K9? From 60,000 to 20,000, that's a pretty good bear market. You say institutions are accumulating it, but you have no proof of that. It is circling the drain, absolutely. You have no proof of it. My proof that the whole thing is being washed out by psychology is the fact that it goes down, down, down. And as time goes on, more pressure builds on the sell side than the buy side because people have other uses for their money. Paying rent, paying for food, making car payments, paying mortgages. And they look at Bitcoin and say, shit, that thing's already down 66%. Maybe we ought to get the hell out of it while there's still something there. Hey, how you doing, Nicole? How you doing? Yeah, as time goes on, you'll see, Ronnie. Because everything that's going on now proves me 100% correct. As a store of value, it's failed. Tesla had in its balance sheet close to 1.53 billion in Bitcoin. Yeah. Just like the poor nation of El Salvador, one of the poorest nations in the world, also drank the Kool-Aid of this is a great thing to have. Do you think El Salvador is going to be able to weather the storm with their economy slowing down just like the rest of the world now? You think that their need to spend money is going to allow Bitcoin to sit on the side? Or do you think the demands to get it while we can get something out of it, do you think the demands for that are going to grow? Do you think the people are going to be pissed off? Oh, that's amazing, Nicole. Congratulations to you, honey. All I can see is pressure growing on every side to liquidate. Raise cash, raise cash, raise cash. Could it change tomorrow? Of course it could. Will psychology turn on a dime? No. You have too many people that have been deeply scarred by the whole experience of what a cryptocurrency is and what it meant. And sad to say, 90% of the people that ever got involved in it have lost money because they only got involved when everybody was talking it up and it became the in thing. And when everybody's talking about it, it's the worst investment in the world. Yeah, I'm very happy, Nicole. That's really excellent. That's a good deal. But we'll know. We'll see. If I'm wrong, it won't be the first time in my life I've been wrong. I've been wrong many times. Right. It's not going away ever. We'll see. We'll see whether it weathers the storm here, or whether people will suck out every bit of juice from that orange while they can. I'm betting human behavior will be repeated exactly like it has in every other economic downturn to sell whatever the hell you can get your hands on. There'll be no reason to hold that. Cash is king and paid off home is the new... Yeah, how you doing, Dave? Better than I ought to be. Better than I deserve. How you doing today? Going down $7 and a lot less than it used to. When I saw these other companies, I just pulled my money out of my Coinbase and took my profit. I mean, I just see like, wow, there's people hanging on now and hoping. And hoping is one of the worst things that you can do when it comes to an investment, is hope it turns around. We haven't even had the panic fall yet where just get me out at any cost becomes the motto of the day. And when that's over and it's built a base over the next 5 years and it's dead on its back and laying there and nobody cares about it, at that point I might take a stick and start to poke it if it hasn't rotted too much. And I might take a position at that point in time. But it's got to be down, and it's got to stay down for a long time before it'll ever build up that psychology, because you have too many people that are scarred and sitting there every night praying to God that it turns around and starts to rise. MTSR Corporation stupidly put so much of their balance sheet into cryptocurrency and borrowed even more money. Are they going to survive? I don't know. But you never want to hold an investment hoping. Hope. The hell is this idiot doing? Well, we'll see. Just like the Nifty 50s, Nifty 50 stocks, Ling Tang Voigt out of business, Polaroid out of business, Eastman Kodak virtually dead, right? Ideas that come and gone. Yeah, it's good to see Nicole succeeding. That makes me really, really happy. Very happy. But Ronnie, we will see. As Ed Hart used to say on the Financial News Network, we will know in the fullness of time how everything plays out. Why are we not charging here? I don't think we need the cooler anymore, do we? Oh, sorry about that, guy. Woo! Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, there'll always be film stock out there. Yeah. Correct. There'll always be some market out there. Yeah. Absolutely. A lot of people enjoy film just like a lot of people like to buy records, LPs and things. Because there's people that believe that there's better sound quality with that stuff. I didn't mean to knock that. I apologize. I'm so sorry for dropping that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anybody that loves VHS. I don't know. VHS was a pain in the ass. Remember at Blockbuster, Be Kind, Rewind? They would charge you $1 fee if you didn't rewind your VHS tape. Yeah, we need a phone helmet. 8-track. Well, 8-track was another thing that was very hard to store because of the size. Hence, there's really no market for 8-track players. I was thinking about buying a Ross at one time, but yeah, just couldn't do it. Many movies were never released on DVD or Blu-ray, so there are collectors. Yeah, I'm sure that there's people that enjoy collecting them. Some of the early Disney stuff I hear is worth, some of the black label stuff is worth a lot of dollars. It's an interesting collectible. Right. There's still people that collect coins. There's still people that collect baseball cards. I still own lots of cassettes and tons of CDs. Nice. Man, it's busy here tonight. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated, everybody. We always have an open dialogue here. All opinions are welcome, and as the beautiful thing is, we know in time how things go. Time tells all. Not me, not anybody else, but time. You have a storage unit too? Are you telling me, Diane, you're paying monthly rent for a storage unit? All right, good night, Nicole. Congratulations. January. Today is June. The market peaked in January. I hate to tell you, we're already off 30 to 60% since then. Oh, good. I thought you were paying for a storage unit. Oh my God. Again, Ronan, you're driving through the rearview mirror. You know, at that time, let's see, Nvidia was a $300 stock. It's $150. Tesla was $1,300. It's $650 now. On and on and on. The damage has been horrendous. It's like night and day. Hey, your classic car has an 8-track. That's really cool. That's awesome. January 2021 was the peak. That was like a whole nother world. Howling like a wolf. Woo! Woo! Hungry like a wolf. Now, I'm not saying people can't come up with some cool designs, but let's just say the wind is not in the sails anymore. They're tacking into the wind, and that's what makes it incredibly hard. A salmon can only swim upstream so long and then it dies. Meaning once the market turns, to find the odd thing that's going to go counter to the market is exceedingly rare. Okay, there's the old saying, when the paddy wagon comes, the good girls get taken away with the bad ones too. Okay, and then only later downtown they sort it out at the sergeant's desk. So right now everything's being taken away. There's nobody to stand up and advocate. There's no publicity. There's no cover of Time magazine. You got the guy from Do Kwon fled the country, deleted all of his social media, took $2 billion and ran. What does that say about his future faith? You got this guy that, what the hell is it? The hell's the company? Cererium or something? Celsius. That's on the run. Right? Celsius, you can't make any withdrawals. How does that impact confidence of people? You know, if your bank is unregulated on the corner, let's imagine it's 1932 before the FDIC comes in a little later in the 1930s, and you get a rumor that the bank's failing up on the corner. Now, you don't have your money in that bank, but does the thought cross your head, without benefit of insurance, I wonder if my bank could be affected too? In other words, the psychology is all wrong for confidence. So what happens? Mabel, you better get up there. I'm not going to take a chance. You see that Roseland Federal, they're lined up and gutted. They could have closed on the door. I want you to get up to Santa Rosa Savings and Loan and pull their money out. Doesn't matter if they're centralized institutions. It's all human psychology, Ronnie. Greatest hits albums. Yeah, people don't get it twisted because human nature never changes. What you're asking people to do is rise above their natural tendencies to be fearful when things are falling apart and to buy. And humans aren't conditioned to be like that. Hence, most people get involved in real estate at the wrong time. Most people get involved in the stock market at the wrong time. Most people get involved in cryptocurrencies at the wrong time because they drank the Kool-Aid. And they put prices up to ridiculously high levels, and then all of a sudden the emperor has no clothes. But they don't have the utility that a house has, or a car, a piece of land. And at the end of the day, they're holding a bag of air. That psychology takes a long time to rebuild. That bullishness, you're not going to make covers of magazines unless it's on the downside. The disaster of crypto. Lessons learned, the cover of Fortune magazine. When will the next shoe drop? What's the future of Bitcoin now? Why are the insiders fleeing and deleting social media? In other words, the publicity wagon is all faced the wrong way. And you think by some miracle it's going to do a 180-degree turnaround. All the problems of the world are going to go away. Right? When we have the greatest contraction since the 1930s upon us. You can see it. I can't. I'm just telling you the publicity and the effect it has on people. I'm not a believer in Forbes. I held the magazines from 2005 when everybody was crowing about real estate. We know what happened then. The cover of Time magazine, we're gaga for housing. The cover of Money magazine, housing still your greatest investment. The cover of Fortune, young pioneers in real estate in Vegas. All of them got their ass handed to them because they drank the Kool-Aid. So for me to be interested in something like Bitcoin again, it'll have to go down, stay down, be dead, have absolutely zero publicity, have nobody that likes it, nobody that speaks up for it. People write articles of hate about it, and yet it still survives. At that point, I'll be interested. I'll be dead, but I'll be interested. I'm on the forefront. Well, Ronan, I wish you every success. I do. You've been a nice person in my chat, and there's nobody I wish ill will. We just have a difference of opinion about how investment markets work. But as you said, we'll know in time, and that's a good thing. You have strong opinions. I have strong opinions. It'll probably end up being somewhere in the middle. But I will grant you this. If anything is going to be a survival out of the rubble of the crypto catastrophe, it will be Bitcoin. But we have to go through a very severe economic downturn here that's not going to give people the free capital, much less corporations, to have money to put in and take a flyer on this thing. Whatever nominal value is left in Bitcoin will be removed coming up, because the need for capital will be great. The need for liquidity, the need to get out, will supersede all to raise money. There's nobody. Yeah, but Do Kwon sours the whole. You don't understand. A guy like Do Kwon sours the whole. He takes a dump in the pool. The other 150, 200 people in the pool, they didn't take a dump in the pool, but guess what? They've now got to get the hell out of the pool. The pool's got to be drained. It's got to be sterilized. Right? Because of the behavior of these people helps damage the long-term prospects for anybody getting into crypto. That's my point. The guy with the hell is in the Celsius on the run. Can't. 3 Arrows Capital defunct, bankrupt. People can't get out. Do you think this type of environment is conducive to risk taking? And I fear that the publicity is only going to get worse. Because as the tide recedes, there's going to be more scams that are brought to the attention of people. There's going to be more shenanigans because there was no regulation. There was no need for bookkeeping. There was commingled funds. And like Celsius says, we'll offer 20% interest. Really? My God. 20%. And we'll give you a new coin. We need a new coin like a hole in the head. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Donnie's like, I'm all in, baby. What I'm saying is it poisons the environment. And it shows in the prices. And I just think trying to support the market, you eventually run out of money and then the fall becomes faster and quicker. Where's Maxwell's Blackwood? Some people shit in the sand, but it has to be sifted through. Yeah. It poisons the psychology. And the tales start to spread of, oh man, I lost this and I lost that. And, you know, my wife wants to kill me. I secretly put retirement money into crypto and invested into Coinbase, and holy shit, that thing is down like 70-80%. So people still invest. Circle of life. Yeah, but it's a new generation. We're talking about 20 years later, right? It takes time to rebuild that. It takes a lot of time. And since stocks are more of a cornerstone of retirement, it's easier to be a holder, and they were able to make it through without huge amounts of mutual fund redemptions. But I have no such assurance this time around that the need to liquidate won't be so intense that of all the tens of thousands of mutual funds that will have been created over the last 40 years, that a lot of them will have to puke up everything before a bottom is reached. I used to say, I told you so in a long time, buying and selling things are worth money. Yeah. T-shirts, right, Donnie? T-shirts, my man, T-shirts. That's all I got to say is T-shirts. T-shirts, T-shirts. But I hope everybody has success. Industry, I do wish you all the best. But we have to be able to express our opinions here freely and live or die with them. And I don't have any influence on anything. Just try to have interesting conversation. It brings people in on the daily to talk about what's happening in the world around them, to maybe shed some light on stuff, maybe to explore things, right? On the plus side for you, Ron, is I used to be very negative across the board on everything, and then Kit and Kat sent me back to do a little more research, and I said, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah, there's something a little different about that. Something's a little different, but it still has to weather the storm. It still has to be alive at the end of everything. Beaten, savage, bleeding to death on life support, but it has to be there. Only time will know. Yeah, time will tell. Yeah. Time will tell. I just put it out there. I risk. I tell you what's happening. And so far, everything that I've been talking about is pretty much coming true. Yeah, people buy and sell stuff at the wrong time because they get swept away with psychology. The herd mentality. When Bitcoin and the cryptos were making the cover of Fortune magazine and Barron's and Forbes and the Wall Street Journal, and people were clucking and crowing about the new crypto millionaires in Vegas and Lamborghinis and things. Of course it becomes attractive to people. Just like stocks became attractive during the boom when Robinhood opened shop and Reddit started pumping stocks. All of a sudden it became the in thing for young people. Let's pump this up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use our power of social media. Oh. Well, we'll see, Ronan. You think you have a crystal clear idea? I think I have a crystal clear idea. So far, the market is fully backing what I believe here. In 2010, Bitcoin worth $339. Today, it's worth $20,000 and falling. And there'll be a lot of people that want to liquidate while there's still something left in it, Donnie. Because once we crack 20,000 and the momentum starts to build, we haven't even hit the panic part of the decline yet. Will it happen? Who knows? Who knows? Society may not make it back for 4 years, Ronan. We may have a good segment of society eating dandelions here. Hey, Darla, how you doing, honey? Nice to see you. Ooh, yeah, remember there's only 21 million. I know. But that assumes that people have money to buy it. Because it takes buying to put them up, but they can fall of their own weight. And I haven't even checked tonight, but I would venture to say that the forces of selling are building up again, and probably in Asia, and spilling over. As the seriousness of the economic situation starts to unfold, I wouldn't be surprised if we thoroughly crack 20,000 again tonight. But we'll see. Like I said, right now the psychology is not there for an advance. The thinking would be, on any kind of rally, get me the hell out. Just my opinion. Some nuts and some beer. I'm hungry. So I'm going to be in town. We're going to be doing some stuff. I got a message from a sponsor. This weekend we might be looking at a cemetery visit, which is always fun. We haven't done a cemetery gig in a while. I didn't bring it up, but the person did, so let's see what the hell happens. Man does not live by bread alone. That's right. That's right. Well, you're going to be shocked how fast inflation falls away. Hey, Kiwana. And if they jack up the printing presses again, the alternative of the BRICS currencies will be right there. Our days of having that luxury of being able to dilute the dollar and weaken it are coming to an end. Yep, Jesus saves. That's the interesting part. Initially, yes, but then the need for stimulus, it will have a tendency to make the United States look out of control with its fiscal situation. And we risk a sharp drop in the dollar. Ooh, it's not as simple as just turn on the printing presses. wanna go from rags to riches. Yeah, the biggest problem they have now is the same problem we had in 1928, 29. We have a Federal Reserve that has no concept of what the hell's going on, and they're raising interest rates in the teeth of a severe downturn. Ben Bernanke said back in 2002, we were wrong. We won't do it again. We apologize, and here they are doing the same shit. Explain that to me. Yeah, they're pushing the margins out. Same thing with delivery. People that do DoorDash and Grubhub now, people are putting a big tip on to get delivery, and then they're being stiff. They're removing a tip and stuff. Tip baiting. Anyway, food delivery is a luxury anyway, so I imagine that'll dissipate. Hey, Ted. As more people are just forced to cook for themselves. How you doing, Ted? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my check. I might get 2 checks, one for just existing and living here, and one for being in the healthcare field during the pandemic. Woo! Tell me that ain't nice. Working through the pandemic in the medical field. Might finally have some kind of payoff. Well, I don't play at 84, that's fine. You should just be eating peanut M&Ms and enjoying life. All right, let's check our battery level. 43%. We're pretty weak tonight. I don't know why. Tell me this sucker's failing. Ooh. Uh-oh. No, I go from rags to riches. Ooh, where is Cheryl S? Do. Hey, Donnie, let me tell you, man, if they're giving it out, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it in the travel fund. Of course, this stuff isn't gonna come till October. So. Ooh, it's getting chilly. And that wind just will not quit. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Craig, but you know, it wasn't meant to be. Ooh. Gotta tame those forces of inflation, right? Oh. Yep, thumbs up are appreciated. Ooh, it's getting cold tonight. Ooh, I even got a sweatshirt on, but I don't got anything underneath it. From rags to riches. We're at the office, Brenda. We're at the office, honey. We are at the office. Boy, that wind is really cutting me. No, I didn't. Oh, I think it did. That's the one where you said you were going to go to the restaurant or something. I can't remember. You were going to do something, but you couldn't. Yep, got the Baltimore, what we call the Lord Baltimore wrap right there. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Come on, baby. There we go. And make video. I think the world is getting windier. I couldn't remember why you couldn't drive it. You were going in a different direction or something. Good sleeping weather. Yep. Everything here is pride. Yeah, Craig, it's just been so windy. It's been unusually windy in the world. Doesn't it save automatically? Oh, thanks, Kiwana. I've been challenged to make a beef Wellington. Yeah, look at that. I got the stain now. I wanted to cry when I saw that yellow on here. Yeah, I don't know how. That's quite a thing to do, beef Wellington. We were arguing about Gordon Ramsay. Okay, good. Maybe it's time to update your phone. Get something with stabilization and yeah, really. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, Kawana. Yeah, I hope you start doing food reviews. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, the wind is howling here, Ace. Thank you. So is mine. Can't you pay and get something on your AT&T plan every month? Thank you, Cash. wind is cutting me like a knife. Like, really? Woo! Can't you get an iPhone through AT&T? Well, not a discount, but you just add $10 a month or whatever. They'll let you finance and do both. Hey, Lucky Beans, how are you doing? Doing barbecue chicken. Haven't in 4 years. Watching the wind. It is so windy here tonight. I'm having chicken too tonight with barbecue. How you doing, Lucky Beans? Nice to see you, honey. Yeah, if you bring in your phone to trade up, you get a discount. Traded in the old. Yeah, we miss you too, Lucky Beans. Hope you're doing well, sweetie. I know I go from rags to riches. Ooh. Yeah, the wind has just been fierce this summer. Is like, wow. Quarantined from work, so I'm on celebrating with a margarita and a pool. Hey, that's nice, Lucky Beans. Do it on the barbecue. You know I go from rags to riches. I just might do that on the barbecue. I'll grill, although I got to do some peas. Ooh. Yeah, video stabilization is a must-have these days. Especially if you're riding along. People just can't tolerate these unstable video. Just like shitty sound is another killer. Asparagus in parchment paper and foil. We're just at the office in downtown Santa Rosa. Well, thank you, Lucky Beans. Not as pretty as you, but we all aspire. Yeah, my face is not swollen anymore. I did an update on my Rosie Murphy channel. Feeling pretty good, but Dr. Vegas isn't in the cards. I'm going to wait till after Tara to have a nice visit with Tara, and then I'll hit the road. You want to get an eye lift, huh? Ooh, Lucky Beans. I'm at the #1 office. Hello, BP. How are you? I'm at the #1 office. I'm at the #1 office. Yes, I am. Oh, there's a lot of people on bikes. Hey, JK Nokia, how you doing? Hey, Butterfly. Buttercup baby, I mean, how are you? Probably raised the rates in Vegas. I don't know. How you doing, JK? I know if I wait 2 weeks, then the price cuts in half. Once you get past 4th of July, very few people want to go to Vegas in July and August and September. Vegas's peak times are like March, April, May, and June. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do 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 do, la da da do 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 do. So I'm gonna wait a couple weeks, and it's gonna be on half price. In the meantime, I'm gonna be picking peaches. You're welcome to some, JK. If you want to stop by and grab 10 pounds of peaches, you're welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Ooh, 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 ooh. Same for you, Joe. If you want to come up and have some lunch or something, I'd be glad to buy lunch for you. We go over Max Deli's, pick some nice peaches for you. They're starting to put up school supplies. Yeah. You got to get the jump on people, wine country. Excuse me. They used to wait till August 1st. A lot of smoothies out. Wow, well, that's cool. Well, just let me know if you want to come up and get some peaches. Oh, you're welcome to them. I'm probably going to start the harvest on Friday. I like it when they get a little bit of yellow blush to them. That means they're ripe. Oh, Buenos Aires. I'd love to go to Argentina. Just to have the Argentinian beef. I'm going to go to Vegas probably, I don't know, combine that with a trip to LA. I don't know, I got to figure stuff out, Nicole. I have to do some training for my job coming up. Do 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 do. Hey, Brandy's unboxing. How are you? You picked your peaches on Sunday. I'm going to be doing some canning. Video on canning. It'll probably make Mouse Toe's hair stand on end when she sees it. No, lunch would be on me, Joe. No way. No way. You just pick a day that's convenient. Come on up. Lunch is on me. And I'll make sure you leave with a nice big bag of peaches. JK2. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ooh 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 ooh. Looking forward to Terror coming. So any date is convenient, just let me know. And do 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 la da da la do 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 la do 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 la da da do 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 la ba 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 boo. You know, Brandy, I'm feeling pretty good. I did an update for my doctor visit today. You know, I could have gone to Vegas, but, you know, it's like Rosie, you know, hot tubs and pools are kind of scummy, and I'm going to show you my suturing and stuff in a couple days, and my stomach is tight as a drum. So I took his medical advice. I'm still for meeting up in Barstow for Peggy Sue's and Chooching. I don't know. I've been around Barstow, Diane. I did the Harvey house, and I just can't seem to wrap my head around Barstow. I don't know. You gotta wait till you get your car. Do 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 do. But soon enough, I'll be down. I'll visit Cav TV. Then visit you. Yeah, I've been healing up real good. Yeah, monkeypox. Yeah. I gave away some dehydrating. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try canning. I got lots of mason jars. It might be a fun way to spend a day. Probably be a mess. But, you know, we'll give it a shot. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I don't care about outlet malls though, Diane. I'm not a big shopper, honey. Truth be told, I hate shopping. And Barstow's a lot come just for lunch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La do 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 do. Yeah, the healing's been going exceptionally well. Do 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 do. La da do do. You actually juiced them. Yeah, I don't really care. I got my Nikes are good. I'll wait till Christmas time to buy my next load of Nikes. I'm not a big shopper, Diane. I'm not a slave to fashion. Do 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 do. La do 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 do. Man, is it chilly? Woo! I got so many peaches. Do 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 do. Now we get ready for the secondary plum harvest with the elephant heart plums. Then I got to prune the trees. I'm really glad I haven't broken any branches on the peach tree. This thing's got hundreds of pounds. Yeah, I'm not a big clothes horse. Bikinis, yes. Do 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 do. La da. But otherwise, I'm built for comfort. Ooh, la da da do. La da da do do. Do 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 do. But you do what makes you happy, honey. That's the main thing in life. It ain't about me, it's about you. You like that church, Ducky? St. Rose of Lima. St. Rose of Lima, Peru. Interesting to read the life of St. Rose of Lima. Hello, do do. I know I go from rags to riches. Rat. Oh man, a rat jumped out of your tree. Holy shit! That sounds like my neighborhood, but rats like that stuff. So do crows. I'm gonna bash a crow in the head. I'm telling you. Do do do, la da da do do. 65 degrees. Can you believe it? Ooh, the nights have been chill. You cannot survive on the street here without a sleeping bag. It ain't like Vegas. You can just lay there. La do do do. Man, when a doctor took those bandages off and his medical assistant, oh man. Ooh, that hurt. La do do do, la do do do. Do do do, Santa Rosa City bus do. You mofos are out of your mind. I don't think anybody's marching tonight because they haven't got a dime. I see a beautiful black Chrysler 300 over there with nice wire wheels. Whoa, go ahead, dude. Don't let me slow you down. They ate some peaches.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
The hell is that? Goat head! Ooh. Towers of Doom coming up. They're putting a nice, beautiful portrait of a senorita on the side of the low building next to the Towers of Doom. It's beautiful. I love the way that they're putting art in the neighborhood. I love it. Bus drivers are crazy here. These city bus drivers are making 30 bucks an hour. Do. What's up, T.O.? Do. From rags to riches. Ooh. La do. La da do. La da do. La do. It's a night on the Goathead Express. 64 degrees. The days are getting shorter, guys. You know that? Every day we're losing about a minute or two. My property worth a lot? I don't know. I never bought it as an investment. I just bought it as a place to live. That's for the next generation to worry about. Hey, how you doing, Angus? Yeah, I did a little quick update on my Rosie Murphy channel. I was going to go to Vegas tomorrow, but better take it easy. I tend to overdo, and if I pop a suture or something or get an infection, then I'm going to really be up a creek. Do. Make my doctors happy, right? I know I go from rags to riches. Ooh. Do. La do. Yeah, I need a place to live. I never imagined that I was buying an investment because I ain't gonna sell it. I mean, what's the point? I gotta live somewhere. Now, condo life is attractive to me. Just close the door and you don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. But, this channel is going to be moving towards a homesteading channel in a few years. And that's going to be really interesting content. Carmine, yeah. I think that was Tony Bennett. It's No, I go from rags to riches. Tony Benedito. Everything's getting colorful here in the hood. Do. La do. They got a beautiful mural they're working up on the side of the building there. You can't really see it, but they got a senorita up there in her beautiful Mexican outfit. Do. Tony Benedito. I go from rags to riches. Yeah, I could always get somebody to maintain. But I've always been a big DIYer, aka cheap. Yeah, I don't know if I saw it or not, Diane. I got awful busy with work this afternoon. I had to let Janet know that I'm going to be making it down for the 4th of July, but then I got the 3rd of July. Oh, I can't go down to spend the night down there because I got an obligation on the 3rd of July now, Sunday, because I'm going to be in town. And I made the mistake of shooting my mouth off about that. Oh, good. You can cover for me then, and I'll get a nice 4-day weekend. Yeah, well, when you owe somebody something, you never know when they're going to call it in. Man, this is tight here. Look at this. Every damn day. Ugh. Should have painted me in my bikini, right? I love good quality Safeway hot dogs on the grill, yes. I know, Smelly Cat. Are you going to meet me down there? I'll pick you up on the way. I got to come through the high deserts, Mojave, etc. Ooh, you can be my queen for a week. Ooh, look at that beautiful lawn. Look at that. That tree is already losing little leaves. Can you believe that nasty looking tree? Menu tonight is chicken. Joey D said, put that on the barbecue grill. So I reckon I will. Do 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 do. La do do do. You know I go from rags to riches. Do 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 do. Look at this. They tore the cover off of this stuff. This wind. Should be getting some tomatoes too. La do 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 do. Man, it's getting down. It's chilly. It's chilly. I've lived in here since June 5th of 2011. I settled this place like May 30th of 2011. People thought I was nuts when the housing market was at its very bottom. Yeah, I got a wide variety of friends. Yeah, I hope your cat feels better, Angus. You know what makes me mad? I got a present for Janet and the damn thing was supposed to come today. 'Cause I got to put it in the mail, right? So now I got to take it down after her birthday. So it makes me look like a real schlub, you know? Ah. Jeez. Makes me feel like a real schlub. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now let's get this on. Do 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 do. Here we go. Live. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I still got daylight. You hate moving, huh? Moving is a chore. I've been trying to downsize my life. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, there we go. All right, excellent. Oh. Let's see if we can get the grill. I haven't gotten the grill going for a while. You guys see me way over here, or do I need to move over? Some of this funky old aluminum off. You believe I rebuilt this grill? It's in there. I rebuilt that grill. Ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. Okay. Damn, I'm hungry. Let's see if we can get this baby firing. Oh. There we go, we're on. Let that baby heat up. Oh. No, it's very chilly and windy here. So look at, I'll show you guys when a peach is ready to harvest. I was a survivor of the Depression. I rebuilt that grill, thus saving it from a landfill. Look at this tree, it's just sick with peaches. Yes. Now when they start to get like this yellow on them, that's when they're nice and ripe. They start to get that yellow blush. Oh, that's going to be delicious. We're going to have that baby tonight. Look at that right there. That's a perfect Rancho peach. Look at that baby. Dripping juice. Roast those babies up. Darn delicious, let me tell you. I really don't like fruit with my dinner though. Do. No DuPont garbage. Yeah, I don't have any chemicals at all on that baby. Totally organic here. Of course, the chicken you buy today is like 20% water. There we go. Let's get some peas out too. I'm hungry tonight. Do. No worms. No, I don't have any worms. Nope. Got some peas too to put on. Whole mess of peas. Ooh. Do. Do. Oh. Damn. Side chat on. There we go. No worms. That's what we're still on. What the hell happened here? Did we die? Huh? Did we die? I love peas. So do I. Do. La-dee-dee-doo-doo. La da da do do. We got that chicken firing away on that grill. It's too early for the sauce in it. Wind is just vicious. Hit the restroom. I just had to whiz. All right, let's have a seat. Here we go. P2E, what's your favorite food? You like Italian food? You like a good good meatball sub? You like a good pastrami? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You like chicken parmesan? Yeah, it's nice. When he comes in the door, what's the variety of hedge? I'm not sure, just a boxwood, English boxwood hedge. Takes a long time to grow it, I know that. What's my favorite food? Spaghetti and meatballs. Doo-doo-doo. Especially if I make the red sauce, it's got to be very bold. It's got to be, boom. Let's get some thumbs up, guys. We are way behind tonight. Way behind. No. Terribly behind tonight. Ham and cheese type of guy. Yeah. I like a good ham and cheese with deli mustard on a nice Jewish rye or pumpernickel, something like that. Some hearty, yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Let's give this chicken the old flickaroo. Where in the hell is the thing? The hell? Flip that baby over. I don't got my. Where in the hell is my flipper? This baby over. The thing that bothers me about this chicken, at the end of the day, there's nothing left of it. Right? They put so much moisture in the chicken. They inject so much crap and so much water in now that it's like a joke. It's definitely sweatshirt weather. Ooh, absolutely. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Breakfast, scrambled eggs, bacon, hash browns, pancake with coffee and orange juice. Kyle, that's the all-American breakfast there, huh? Gifted a kick-ass blender today. That's nice. That's really nice. You can do a lot with a good blender. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Yeah, let's get there. We're way under on thumbs up tonight. Crave a Vitamix. What about those things that are called the Bullet? And I'm not talking about the vibrator, ladies. I'm talking about the thing that you put the juice in or the fruit and it makes it a bullet. They call it a bullet. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell a Vitamix is. No, I haven't been really watching the hearings because everybody has such a vested interest in. It's like I know when the hearings begin how they're going to turn out. Right? Gave me 3 years used almost daily. If you ain't talking about a bullet, then I can't join in the convo. So Deb, I haven't really been watching that because it's he said, she said kind of stuff. So now we got to have the Secret Service guy subpoenaed and the guy that prepared the lunch on the way. And yes, I love sushi. Love it. Love sushi. But good sushi with real wasabi, which you don't get unless very few restaurants have the real deal. They're giving you horseradish with green coloring on it. Food coloring. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. Kitchen Stadium's holding up beautifully. Chicken looks really disappointing. Really disappointing. You need to get a sushi rolling mat. You need to get your right. That baby good and hot. Peas are ready to go. Jen, I'll be eating soon. I don't want to make you all irritated. You need a good sushi rolling mat. This doggone chicken just melts away to nothing. The peas are okay. Wow, this wind is unbelievable here. For lunch, a burger with fries. Wow, you're really eating a high off the hog there, Kyle. My goodness. You're eating high off the hog. Ooh, la do do do. Got your bacon. You got your bacon, your eggs, your orange juice. What else did you have? Biscuits. What the hell else did you have? Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I always give you a warning, Jen, because I don't want to have a lot of problems, you know. I gotta eat. Hey, Scottish. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just looking to tie on the feed bag, you know. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. La-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm thinking too. Nah, I never think too much into it. I get the message. I get it. I'm not loved. Ooh. Where is our Cheryl S tonight? Huh? They started injecting so much sugar and so much water into friggin' chicken, like 20-25% weight is water. Like, what the hell's the point? All right. 20% water added, 25% water added. Some people will come up with like 30%. Like, really? Running with the rest of the word, I have no idea. You know me, Deb, I only know the opening lines of shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's all I know, honey. That's all I'm good for. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Do 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 do, my lies, to believe in everyone. Ooh, 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 do 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 do. Do 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 do. I better fix this corner over here. Ooh, warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching. Purdue oven stuffers. Good Maryland boy, Frank Purdue. Sweet. Barbecue. It's about time to commence to eat. We got to give Jen fair warning. She can evacuate the building. 20 apiece. Sweet Caroline. Imagine I gotta make a beef Wellington. Ooh, the ultimate kitchen stadium challenge, beef Wellington. Like, are you kidding me? You baked a layer cake? You've done bread, pizza. Always somebody wants to up the ante. Let me tell you how nice that looks. Look at that. What's wrong with that? Watergate days with with Rodino, Irvine and Rodino committee. Yep, those were the days. Man, there was nothing like the sweaty Watergate hearings in the summer of '74. We need to get a little barbecue sauce on the side here. Touching you. Do. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. Thank you. I definitely got to look into the Instapot. Check it out. What type of cold warrior, baby? That shit went everywhere. What kind of cold warrior was I? The right kind. How about that? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pretty delicious. I love peas, Ward. I like them more than string beans. Calavera Mexican pottery. Not so much this summer, Tio, but it be coming. People that are circulating petitions for the impeachment of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, we have to, all that stuff will start to dissipate really quickly. People can't really sustain the enthusiasm for a long period of time. But if it happens to you, I'm ready to roll. I am definitely ready to roll out. I'm always ready. If there's a protest there, yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting out the old press badge. This chicken is good, but they have too much water in it. They add like 20% water weight. Like, what the hell is that? Why do you have to inject water? Oh my God, Magda, they have a petition with already 400,000 signatures for the impeachment. Just look up Clarence Thomas impeachment. You get that in mayhem. Well, when people start breaking into Supreme Court justices' houses and then it becomes interesting. We've got the new Supreme Court justice is going to be sworn in. Justice Breyer leaving the court. Who in the hell knows P2E? Sheila, that's up to you, honey, to decide. Money might be tight for you, and I'm sorry about that. But you know, honey, you don't have to donate. I know that's going to irritate you, and I like that. I really like that. You always tell a troll. First time they ever came in with that name. Magda, that's no more an Aussie than fly around the moon, okay? That's somebody here in the U.S. that can't afford to make a dime because they're on limited income or disabilities, so they get pissed off when other people work and make money. Makes them real mad. That person's no more an Aussie than you are. grandson is 21. That's awesome. Well, happy beer days. Oh, that's delicious tonight. Absolutely delicious. I don't know where in the hell Blackbird is. I got no idea. Cheers, Jerry. Maybe he's getting lucky with the female friend. I don't know. No idea. Oh, he's at the downtown market. Nice. Delicious tonight. Gotta hit the spot, but I'm not a fan of water injected chicken. You're paying 20% of the way. Eagle covers ban play. Well, it's a good thing because that'll just get blocked on everything. Eagles are the worst. They're absolutely the worst. Pardon me. Do 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 sweet. Ooh, pardon me. Do 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 do. Oh, the sun is going down. Oh, let me clean up a little bit. Have a little touch of yogurt. Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching you, touching you. Delicious. Do. What's on tap? I've already been out tonight, Kelly. Just winding down, honey. I winding down tonight. An awesome day today. Got checked out by the doctor. There's a protest in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. All right, Kaylee. Sioux Falls. What a small community, huh? I guess those girls like to mix it up though, huh? Ooh, bum, boo, doo, doo, doo. They like to mix it up, baby. Don't mess with those girls. Some way to keep the chicken more juicy, flavorful. I've heard people say, Ward, it's bullshit. You're just buying water at a premium price. Let's see. Oh, do, 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 do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, warm, touching warm, reaching in. Police in riot gear as protesters march for abortion rights. My kind of town, baby. Let her rip. No, I haven't made it to Dakotas yet. Hey, Cheryl. 70,000 people, really? That's like the whole population of Sioux Falls, isn't it? I mean, shit, how many people live in Sioux Falls? Rosie Davison, welcome to the chat for the very first time tonight. We'll keep an eye on you. How are you doing tonight, Cheryl? I didn't know Sioux Falls was that big. Touching you. Ooh, Dakota's gorgeous. I guess it depends what kind. The Badlands just there's shit up there. Oh, yeah, time to bust some balls. There you go. Yeah, I mean, how many people live in Sioux Falls? Like, really? Really? The bandages are off. They are off. Right? They are off. Oh, your back is sore. Oh, it's progressive. Most cities are. Right? Oh. Do 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 do. No, Doc said slow it down. Don't go to Vegas. So I ain't gone anywhere. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna do some canning. Gonna get ready for Terror to come. I got 4th of July at the Boston Janets. So, good stuff. Good stuff. So, you know, I said, oh, it'd be nice to jump in the pool if it's hot. No. I'm a terrible patient. I am terrible. Sioux Falls is a small city. What's the population of Sioux Falls? Can't be more than 60, 75,000 people. Do 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 do. It's about the size of Santa Rosa, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the size of Santa Rosa. So you got some people going crazy up there, huh? Crazy on you. Doo-doo. Can somebody see when Rosie Davison's channel was created and whether Rosie Davison has any content? Yeah, 4th of July at the Boston Janets. I made the mistake of flapping my lips and one of my friends follows my YouTube and my other one, they're like, oh, so you're not going to Vegas? Well, I traded a day for you before, and I want to take that back now and get that trade back. So I have to work Sunday, the 3rd of July, so I want you to work it. Yeah, I heard that, wine country. Okay, it's older, no content at all, okay. It's one of Blogger Puppets. Do 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 do. I like the way Cheryl's right on top of it. No, I just take a shower. I don't have a bathtub. As the golden hour ends here. Do 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 do. I tell you, my moderators are right on top of it. Yeah, we know. We know, Rosie, your time here is very short. You might as well get in your zinger, and you've already been knocked out. I can't even spell. My twin brought. The hell is that? Brought. Fucking idiot. How terrible. Do have a brat. It's bratwurst time. What's up, MR? What's up, Blackbird? Were you down at the Wednesday market?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was awesome. They had an Eagles cover band.
Yeah, I heard they had an Eagles cover band there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I think I would like South Dakota.
It was really good.
Yeah, we don't care, Rosie. We know what you are. I think I'm just gonna preemptively just get the jump on Rosie. Bye, honey. Have a good night, Blogger Puppet. Yeah, I'd like to go to, I'm looking forward to visiting South Dakota. You know, Marine Lair's coming in. It's chilly. It's chilly. Sometimes you just want to cut to the chase. Bam. Do. So, Rosie, just come back on another channel, okay? One of your other 50 troll channels. Do.
And there were a lot of people.
Yeah, Wednesday night market, there's always a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I'm working with lots of people from Nepal, China, El Salvador, and Mexico. Nice. Yeah, we understand what people are when they come in MR. It's in wine country, TO. We're so used to the slow troll roll.
Right.
Hit the road. I just came in from off the bay. It was getting windy, I'll bet. I want to go to Amish country. I've been there a lot. Lancaster, Bird in Hand, Paradise, Intercourse, Pennsylvania. The whole shebang. I don't know, Patricia, just scum. Yeah, we play with them a little bit before they get the hammer. Ooh, ooh. And now they're just sitting there chewing their arm off because they got to come in under another account now and do the same thing. Ah. It's like it never gets old. Right? Hey, I have an account too, Brot. What the hell is Brot? B-R-O-T, Brot. That means they got so excited they couldn't even type. Ooh. Bratwurst? Brat? You might as well just come in and post your nasty message and get it done. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so I had my checkup today. Everything went good. I'm really disappointed Janet's gift didn't come. Yeah, it always post a stupid thing first. That's the first giveaway. Hey, Rinda. How are you? It's like when you've been streaming for 7 years, 7.5 years. Yeah, and they've been on for what, a year or two? Healthy as a horse, that's it. Yeah, it's okay, Patricia, because when I go, it's going to be half price. So it's all good. I can concentrate on doing up the fruit and doing the canning. I can concentrate on a lot of stuff around here. I went in perky, but it just wasn't enough, Ed. It's like when that doctor ripped the bandages off. Holy hell. What are your thoughts about China? What should I think? The emerging world superpower with India nipping at their heels? No, T.O., it's going to be a long time till I hear anything on that. I'll have to be a test case for California. Just get caught carrying. Yeah, I can get, yeah, I've got, you know, Patricia, I got 200 pounds of peaches to harvest here. So, and then I've got 4th of July with the boss and Janet. Unfortunately, I got to work on Sunday, but that'll be a good time. Ooh, boss went fishing today. He got 2 salmon. Open carry. Well, it's not up to them to help it. It's up to the invisible hands of the free market to do that. Ooh, that's how countries go wrong with that thinking. Oh, ooh. People will pull themselves up by the bootstrap. It's an ugly process, but it works. Peaches, been eating on every morning. Yeah, I'm gonna do, I don't know about the a la mode, but I'm definitely gonna make either a galette or a peach pie, Patricia. But, you know, if you gotta can stuff, you gotta eat stuff. Help my husband pick a ton of grapes. Good Lord. Wow. I'll never believe the people would starve number. I was walking by the old phone, saw 80 years smoking weed and back. Good. Yeah. Hey, Nippy. Thank you. I'm doing good, sweetie. I had a real good checkup today. I was kind of dissuaded from going to Vegas, which is fine. We're going to have to make use of the time we have here. I would like to go metal detecting, but I really can't bend over right now, so we're going to have to do some other stuff here. I have all the grass cut. Everything's good. So I think Saturday is going to be harvest day. I think that's going to be the peak. No, I'm not tired at all. I always got high energy. Yeah, rustic galette is good. Well, JR, the boss goes out with a charter and they know exactly where to go to nail the salmon. So they got their boat limit of salmon today. You go on those charter boats, you pay a couple $100, you better believe your ass they're gonna get you limited out on fish. Yeah, the kitchen's good, Bo. Probably do a skillet pie, although that's a little big. That's really huge. To make a skillet peach pie is way too big. I'm going to take it easy, T. I'm going to make sure that Tara has a good time, and then she leaves on the 15th, and then I'll consider my options at that time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Because I got to go do some training in LA to keep current for the 2022-2023 year. So, no, I'm going down to the Boston Janet's, Rinda. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you were trying to get halibut? Okay, the boss went salmon fishing today. Halibut would be a little more difficult. I like to get rockfish. Rock cod, I mean. Strung and broke a 5-gallon bucket beans tonight. Huh? Not sure what that means, honey. Talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. Do 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 do. Strung and broke a 5-gallon peach cobbler from Texas. Hello, Carla. Welcome to the chat for the first time. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Do 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 do. So might do a skillet cobbler. Catfish, carp, anything that bites. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like I'm not a big lobster person, Kyle. Some sleep and get paid for it. Nice. What kind of work do you do, Rinda? Do 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 do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Carla's got it going on. Picking up a storm. Yeah, how much, imagine how much wild caught Pacific salmon is. Wild caught Pacific King salmon, $30 a pound. And the boss probably brought 20, 30 pounds, so 2 big ass salmon. Do 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 do. Thumbs up are appreciated. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, could I please ask you to do so? Thank you. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. Traumatic brain injury. Good for you. God's work, Rinda. TBI, not easy. Whew. 5 guys with TBI. God love them. Be careful about slipping and hitting your head on stuff. Hey, P. Carver. Especially wet bathroom floors, all that. You love to bake, so do I. But I can't trust how it's prepared due to crawl. Well, I don't blame you. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, thank you, JR. Yeah, good for you. Day trips and yeah, that's what I'm saying, Patricia. So a couple things are going to happen. I'm going to be able to do stuff locally here. And number 2, Patricia, the cost of going to Vegas after July 4th is half of what it is before. It's the lowest time of the year. We're talking about $40 a night. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I got somebody who wants to send us to the cemetery again, so. But it's unclear to me whether they want to go to Sebastopol or Santa Rosa, because we don't always get the best signal out in Sebastopol. So. Train ride to Vegas, or train ride on the local train here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, the local, yeah, I guess I should get on the local train. Considering it's been 4 years. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you went to Sebastopol. That's cool. That's cool. The port on the Black Sea, which this Sebastopol was named after. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I should go up to Ukiah. Yeah, train trips are okay. I like to have my own vehicle with me, though. That's kind of the basic problem with that. Do 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 do. Chooch and take it back, maybe. Yeah, as long as people honestly tell me what the schedule is, then we're good. Ooh, ooh. It goes all the way down to the bottom of Marin County to a place called Larkspur, where you catch the ferry to San Francisco, because this train doesn't go all the way across the Golden Gate. So, yeah, LA to Chicago. Go fishing on the riverbank? Nah. Not my cup of tea, Ed. Yeah, it's church worthy. We'll see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm going to concentrate on making some money. We could all go with you. You going to meet me, Patricia? Ooh, 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 ooh. Do, do, do. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Do 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 do. La la ba do boo, ba dee ba dee boo. Do a Rosita NFT. Who would buy it? I need new transom on my boat. Wow, that sounds expensive as hell. That sounds like you got to be hauled out by a marine lift, put up on the dry. Holy shit. Well, the state of California will pay $11.50 or something, 12, 13 bucks for a caregiver for you. Stuck on bank fishing on the account. Oof. A new transom, that's the stern of the boat. That's expensive. You got to get that baby up on the dry. Wow, what kind of boat do you have, Ed? You're just talking about big money there. That's like the equivalent of a foundation for a house. Damn, get a new boat. Mama kitty. Never heard of that. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. I've never heard of anybody needing to put a new transom on the boat. As soon as you said that, I said, woo, that's big money. I don't even know if it's fiberglass or wood. Classic 75, Rionel. I don't know what that is. I know Chris Craft, that's about it. Oh, 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 do, do. Oh, that's a small boat. That's not that big. You pull that son of a bitch out on a trailer. What's wrong with your transom? Huh? Yeah, what's wrong with your transom? Alright, there's a 75. What the hell happened to your transom? Alright, well, that's the way it goes. Dry rotted, that'll do it. Time to sell. Get something else. How much can it be worth? It's got to be cheap as hell. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got to be cheap. It's not even worth repairing, I don't think. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but shit, I wouldn't get involved with all that, ripping all that wood out. And, ooh, you're talking about a major job there. All right, 3.5 hours, guys, coming up to 9 o'clock. I got a few things I need to do for work tomorrow. The wind just will not die down here, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And wish you guys all a wonderful rest of your evening. And look up free boats. There's a bunch of, no, there's not many. Well, I don't know. Boats are a liability. They cost a ton. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here tonight, and I really appreciate it. I got 3 or 4 pages of paperwork I got to do tomorrow. I got to get myself aligned into a course here. So in the meantime, you too, Magda, have a lovely night. Patricia, Carla, everybody else, Shimei, Cheryl, to my wonderful moderators, thank you for everything that you do. I had a fun time tonight, controversial as usual, but until we meet again, as Jeff Smith said on the Frugal Gourmet, I bid you peace. Thanks, everybody. Do 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 do.